right, good morning, viewers. You're welcome to the program once again. It is City Stand and Michael and we appreciate all of you, all esteemed viewers, for the support on the platform. We appreciate all, and those who comment, who drop comments in the comment section. We say thank you to all of you. We are very, very grateful on the platform, and to my respondents this morning that are present here. We say good morning to you. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday morning, the 10th of September 2025. Egbona Kingsley, all the way from Madrid, is here with us. We say good morning to Egbona Kingsley. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your presence. We also acknowledge the presence of Vinko Mike. Vinko Mike, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. I was just saying, good morning, Michael Adekunle, everyone on City Stand is watching us from Paris. Frankly speaking, this program brings joy to me every morning. Keep it on. God bless you. Yeah, the program brings joy to him. It also brings joy to all of us at this time, and we appreciate that compliment from Vinko Mike. Tujare Moses is also here. Say good morning to you. Thank you for joining us this 10th of September. All right, we have the Vanguard newspaper, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. But before we go into their front pages, we need to quickly appreciate Moki Great for his gesture yesterday. He provided meal for us at the stand. That's breakfast, right? Yeah, in celebration of his children's birthday. Yeah, that was the 8th or 9th of September. Thank you so much for that great love. He showed us love yesterday. We appreciate him. We pray that God continues to empower them, empower your children, give them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May they have the cause to celebrate more years on earth in wealth and health. Thank you so much, Muki. Great. All right, we move down to the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. And this story on its front page is one of the headlines, one of the topics we will be discussing this morning. Suspension of Natasha. We have on page 4 of this paper saying that Senate Natasha in fresh drama. Suspension. Senate Natasha in fresh drama. You can't resume now. National Assembly tells Kogi Senator. You can't resume now. National Assembly tells Senator Natasha. Cites pending appeal court case. PDP kicks Senate overreaching itself, says Ade Burua. Senate overreaching itself, says Ade Burua. We have the face of between Dangote and Nupeng on the front page of this paper, and you can get this on page 3. Dangote Nupeng reach agreement, strike called off. Dangote Nupeng reach agreement, strike now called off. How DSS intervene? It is right here in Nigerian Tribune newspaper. We move to another one, page 4. We won't tolerate fire supply crisis in tertiary hospitals, says to remove 40% functional PHCs in Nigeria lack access to electricity, says reports. I'll move down to another one. This is on page 3. Northern elders urge governors to negotiate with bandits. Negotiate with bandits. This is what Northern elders are telling the Northern governors. Try to negotiate with these bandits that are terrorizing the North. No plan for immediate implementation of 5% fuel tax, says Wale Edun. We move down to the Nigerian, to Vanguard newspaper. Vanguard. This morning, world leaders envoys condemn Israel's attacks on Qatar. World leaders envoys condemn Israel's attacks on Qatar. This is on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. Attack reaction to Monday's Jerusalem shooting. This is coming from Netanyahu. Yeah, attack reaction to Monday's Jerusalem shooting, which means an attack was launched in Israel, which Israel retaliated, and Netanyahu saying that this came as a result of the attack that was launched in Jerusalem. All right, we move down to what a UK Prime Minister is saying. He has distanced himself from the attack. He has distanced himself from the attack. Experts call for the escalation of crisis. It's a serious situation, says Pope Leo. Down the paper, on page 8, Nupeng suspends strike after DSS brokered truce with Dangote. Nupeng suspends strike after DSS brokered truce with Dangote. All right, on sports. This is on page 31. 31. Eagles draw against Bafana. Sad for Nigerian football, says Akoya. Nigerians are reacting to this morning. Of course, when it comes to Super Eagles match, I don't even watch it. Yeah, I don't watch it. No one get hypertension. So if you want to get hypertension, go watch Super Eagles match. But when it comes to Super Falcons and others, I watch. Okay, it was interesting. It was an interesting game. They tried.
South Africa is not easy now.
I didn't even bother watching it. No, I didn't watch it.
South Africa is stopping. I mean, that great group at this moment.
I get it right. Did you watch the match?
I don't want to waste my time, so I deliberately I knew where the match started, but I felt that we ought to have qualified long before now, and not to be waiting for all this unnecessary calculation that we always do every 4 years to qualify. I knew we are not like their country, knowing the kind of game that South Africa normally play, and the threats, coupled with the threat and some other favorable condition that they always subject our players to each time we go there. I knew we were not likely to come up.
For favorable condition, you said sleeping in the airport and
exactly, unfavorable condition.
Okay.
So I knew we are not likely to win. They can't. The level of threat and intimidation that always come from South Africans generally each time they want to engage Nigeria. It's intimidating enough. No? So I wasn't expecting a win. So I wasn't too surprised when I saw that. It was a draw match.
You watched the match, right?
I watched it. I watched it a bit. Anyway, it was accidental. I don't even know that there was a match scheduled for yesterday. But as we went to somewhere, I saw them that they are watching. And then I used my YouTube channel something to watch. That was why I'm able to. But I'm privy to some information that they maltreated the Nigeria team. They don't welcome us. Our player that are ruling. Even Tamoleto was so furious that Nigeria player that are controlling. Europe. See how they maltreat them. Some of they sleep in the airport. There was no even pitch. Giving them to practice ahead of the thing. So those guys, they were practicing by the roadside. So it's something that CAF needs to look into it and do the needful. This is not the first time we met the same treatment at I think was it Libya or something. I think it was Libya last time we met. And I don't think Nigeria can do something like that to anybody. We are not. It's not in our culture, but I wonder why they treat us like that.
All right, we're from.
I watched the match and I think our boys good, especially Hekon, and costless mistakes that comes from him really subdue the players. And I can say Nigerians, they should not always bow down to the South African in football because we were there before them. So, but it's just that they are well organized. Our NFA is our problem in this country. Once they can put them on their throne, on the right space, we will have a good deal in any football matches we have, but those NFA, they have to probe them likewise. Thank you.
All right. Thank
Well,
you.
let me say something about
The
match.
match, right? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm there yesterday where they started the match from the first half to the end of the match. Let me say Nigeria from the beginning of the match, we haven't reached about 10 minutes where our striker being Aina, where they injure him, is out of the match. So it's a striker, it's a defender. He play all the whole wing. Let me say, it's supposed to be the man of the match, but the way they pull him out of, so he make the players weak. And come again, Econ make a blunder mistake that's calling against themselves. But along the line, for that first half, they later equalize, make it 1-1, and that's where the match ended. But well, God knows the best. Thanks. They play well. I will not say they not play. They play well. But if they are using this time for the beginning of the match, I think they ahead of South Africa. When coming to the preparation of match, Nigeria will not start early. Okay, look at the Nation Cup about 2026. They have already now qualified. What make them they did not qualify for the World Cup? Sometimes they will not start prepare themselves from the beginning. But this is late hour. This is when let God and let's say they need the intervention of God to make them to be in that World Cup. Thank you.
Want to say something?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, my brother, because of the football, let's be sincere to ourselves. This has been our culture when it comes to Super Ego. In time memorial, they have never been sure. They always, try to play chess and let this one win and this one lose. Then, those kind of mathematics, that has been the system of Nigerian national team football. It's not today. So what happened yesterday is not new to me. It's not new. It's a normal thing. Lesotho draw South Africa. What is it called? Benin. Go and beat Congo. Then we will not. It's normal. Competition, my brother. You understand? That has been our system. So it's not new. Nigeria is not always serious when it comes to football. Where you will see people that are serious is all those junior ones. Our women and our junior ones. These are the people that are always serious. You understand? And that is why you will see we are getting the result when they go to the tournament. You understand? That's why in the world today, I believe, if I'm not making mistake, I believe we are the number one when it comes to junior under 17. We are the number one in the world.
Yeah.
Is that not so? Because we are the number one. We have won it 5 good times. Yes, we won it 5 good times. No country has ever done that. Yes. So because those guys always start early and they always put seriousness and determination. But all these are our big boys. They want to break their leg where they will use to go and collect a better pounds. So we want to break the leg. That's what happened yesterday. And I give God the glory that it happened. Yes, thank God for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Biafra Evangelist. I appreciate your comments on the football match that took place between the Bafana of South Africa and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. All right, away from that, let's move down to politics this morning. Fubara is warming up, as well as the lawmakers in Rivers State. Tinubu has stepped in and has told the sole administrator of that state, Ibas, to prepare handover notes. Wow. If Fubara, if Fubara is truly, if he will be returning to power or seat, will he be serving as a puppet of Abuja and Wike?
That's what is going to happen. And I think that's how people will have advised Fubara that see this game, this is what is going to happen.
Because it seems he has been caged.
He has been caged. That is the truth of the matter. The local government election has been done, and the people, I think some people will have advised him that, Oga, the next thing for you to do, just go to that place, go and complete your 4 years, and whatever you are entitled to, collect it, and we will know that to fulfill all the righteousness, that's what is just remain there. But Tinubu at this time, we want to sound like a saint or somebody that doesn't have hands in everything that is happening, because we were told that some people want the elongation of Ibas. I mean, being a sole administrator in that place, but Tinubu said no. And Tinubu will have looked at it that whatever we want to achieve in that place, we have to achieve it. We have punished Fubara. Fubara has known that we are more than you. We are the top. We can deal with you, and we have dealt with him. And local government election has been done, and the political structure is in the hand of Wike. So why do you want to extend the team? So I think at this moment, both A and B needs to be very, very careful, because it will get to a particular time that when you are trying to drag something too long, it may boomerang. So I think from my onset, from onset, I usually, caution the side of Wike, because I know they are the one that has the power, and it's somebody that God is working for, or devil is working for, whichever way you want to look at it. You need to be very, very careful, so that people will not say, when all the power belong to you, then you need to be very, very careful, so that there will be no, another crisis again in River. And my mind is telling me that with the kind of a nature of Wike, even a little thing can still spark fire. Can still bring out fire in that river. And we now saw how Wike is being reckless with the power. So I think at this moment, if Wike is listening, it is now time for him to be very, very careful. And his crew member, member of House of Assembly, it is time for them to absorb now a lot of things. To whom much is given, much is expected. If they saddle you with a lot of responsibility, then you need to be broken. You need to ready to tolerate something at this moment. But my mind is telling me that, and I'm afraid, because it's going to be a very, very shameful thing, that later, if Fubara return, they will still have to have crisis. Okay, it's not going to speak well of Wike or any of that caucus, even of Tinubu.
According to some Nigerians, that move by the president wasn't a good move at all. Some see it as a political gamble. And up to now, Nigerians are not happy with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as regards declaring state of emergency in Rivers State. How do you see it as a political gamble, or just a move to restore peace in that state?
Mr. Michael, everybody know that all these our politicians, they like opportunity, and where with the opportunity. Let me recite one of Yoruba. Let me call it. I don't know what to call it now, but Ewi Ole Losan. Ogun Losan Ole Loru. When there is crisis, then the criminal will have chances. God forbid, if the house is burning in a particular place now, the people will come with different, opinions. Some want to quench the fire, some want to loot. That is what is happening. So since there is crisis in River State, that is when the elephant has died, and you will see different size of cutlasses and knife, because of the lacuna that has been created. Everybody want to eat in the place, and I don't want to repeat the name I called the president the other time. It is raining in the river. Let's go and fetch water now. And Mr. President has fetched water, and I know that actually there is a crisis there. But who even created the crisis in the first place? And they created the crisis. They want to solve the problem. Okay, people that are dealing with us in this country, you cannot catch them. It is only God that can catch them. They know what they are doing. It's not a peaceful means. It's a political calculated something.
All right, it's a politically calculated move by the president. That's what Femi said. An elected governor was suspended in that state. Is this constitutional, Michael? Despite we have news that he's coming back to power or coming back to seat. But in the first place, do you think this is constitutional?
We dealt with this matter as at that time when that for several periods. The constitutionality is still in view as we speak. Don't forget, some people made attempt to ask the court to interpret what Mr. President has done at that point in time. Up till now, I've not had the Supreme Court to rule on it. But the issue, even as at that time, was that the President has the powers to declare state of emergency, and there are conditions. We stated it here as at that time. There are conditions that warrant such. If there is a threat to lives and property, if there is stable situation, and all of that. I think our constitution lists those things, which I think the President took advantage of, as it were, to infuse his own political template into Rivers State, and I think he has successfully done that. Irrespective of how we want to look at it, the mission is accomplished, Michael. All the set out to achieve in Rivers State has been done. Local government, as FM said, local government elections have been conducted, and now it's time to bring in Fubara. That for me, it will be as gentle as a dove.
Gentleman Mike.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
As gentleman Mike.
Fubara, I believe, will comport himself very well by the time he returns now. Unfortunately, so. I mean, he has been, his spinal cord has been removed, as it were, has been broken. He will just be there and respect himself. The Yorubas will say, and all of that. So he will respect himself and make sure that this issue doesn't repeat itself, and collect his salary and dance to the tune of his political fathers.
Godfathers.
So, both the one in both are in Abuja. Anyway.
Yeah, both.
So Abuja has full control of that state now. We can report that very clearly.
Especially with the local government.
Exactly. The structure is now back in their hands. So Fubara will just respect himself and do their bits. If we want to really complete this.
That was the motive behind that.
Exactly. So the sad part is that in all of this, what is the fate of an average Rivers person in this equation? How has it bettered the lot of the people of that state? Not a producing state, a very rich state, as it were. All these political calculations that is being spearheaded by Abuja, how has it benefited the people? And that is what we always talk about on this program. Politicians should know when politics should stop and when governance commence, so that you don't use everything to be playing politics. Ibas was there for almost 6 months now. Has he been able to improve things so that everything is not just about politics? The template for 2027 election has been set in that state, as it were. APC has taken over about 20 local government out of 23. So everything is set for Abuja to really think how we go.
Femi, well, you heard what gentleman Mike said now, but as the suspension, the 6-month suspension of Fubara, strengthen peace in that state, or has it brought about division? Has it deepened division the more in that state?
I think at this moment there shouldn't be any division. If the people of Rivers State love themselves and they don't want, repetition of Ibas, I think everybody needs to, at this moment, I don't want to say this, but Yoruba will say, when somebody that is beating you is older than you and more stronger than you, you just have to succumb. If you want your state to be, peacefully governed at this moment of Wike and Tinubu together, there's nothing you can do. I fear one thing that gentleman Mike said yesterday. I want to give him the credit because he said he has been the a follower of this guy for a very long time. No, Minister of Aviation,
Festus
Keyamo, when he said that even if Supreme Court, of course, not Supreme Court, Supreme Court give justice, federal government can just say based on security that this man is a security threat to nation, they can still hold the person. And do you know where that one is in the constitution? And look at that man, that Festus Keyamo is an evil genius. Prior to, legal thing that arise during 23 election, that man came out and started giving us some insight to what can transpire in the court of law. That if you don't know all these things, even not all lawyers know all these things. He started giving us some constitutional jargons, some law jargons that is not clear to everybody. We can raise something, especially in the Nigeria constitution that has a lot of lacuna. So they can kill that one to any situation that is want to breach Nigeria constitution. Security and anything, and they can kill anybody on that platform, and they will silence you. So that's what makes Nigeria a president to sometimes being powerful. So, and when you look at it in that circle, you just have to remain where you are and let this cup, let it just pass over like that. Let it just go.
All right, let's move down to the comment section. This morning we have Robert Uche here. Good morning to you, Robert Uche. Joe is also here. You're welcome to the program. Clement Oduton is also here. And say good morning to every one of us.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Robert Uche says, good morning, Mr. Mike Adekunle, and all the reviewers. I am back after a brief illness, but you didn't tell me this. Robert Uche.
Thank God,
I've taken up on you, man.
Thank God, bro. Thank God for you back on your feet. May God continue to strengthen you. You'll be whole.
All right, sorry about that. All right, we'll move on to Biodun. Morning, City Stand viewers and reviewers. Say good morning to you, Sofa Biodun. Nigerians must mention God like other countries don't know God. This is coming from Blessed One. Why do we always mention God? Are you saying other countries don't know God?
Honestly,
you mentioned God.
This is a very dark area that I don't like to dabble into. You see, this God we are talking about, God has created the world, and He has given a human being, He give us sense to dominate. Since He said it, He said, He created us in His own image, and what God does, God dominates, He dictates, and sometimes we act in that way. So, but Nigeria situation, I don't know.
All right, we moved on to Williams of Calumet this morning, all the way from United Kingdom, and he's sending message to us. Yes, saying that good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle and other great reviewer on the platform. The football match yesterday against South Africa is one of President Tinubu's legacy. Trying of error.
Oh, mama.
Right now.
Yeah.
Tinubu is the problem of
the problem. Anything happen in the country now. I don't know what this I agree with that. I confirm.
All right, about Uche says every day, God. I don't tire.
I don't know. Tire me too.
They said success in football is when preparation meets opportunities. Wow. I think UA is mocking me this morning. It says Fubara and Tinubu.
Fubara.
All right, so thank you for mocking me, GOA. That was a mistake. Fubara and Tinubu. I'll move down to the chief himself, Udeze Chima, is here this morning. Good morning to you, Udeze Chima. You're welcome to the program. And it says, Michael, please, is this democracy? That's on the River State crisis. And that's what we are discussing.
Yes, now we have been enjoying demo of crazy for a very long time. It's not today. Fella spell it out. This is demonstration of
all right, Blessed One says una go dey disturb God for a good leader, football, good road, electricity. Please allow God breathe.
Now God do. We want.
All right, Andrew Mujimi is here this morning, as well as Jacob Adedeji. Good morning to you guys. Jacob Adedeji, you're welcome to the program.
Good morning,
Andrew Ogundimi, you're welcome to the program as well.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I remember what he sent to me yesterday. Yeah, an old man or elderly man was holding umbrella yesterday. Yeah, because of or due to the heavy damp. Record that heavy damp.
Light damper, but light but heavy.
Light damper we had at the stand, and he gave me 20,000 naira to give to the man. That's in appreciation of what he did yesterday.
Thank you, sir.
What he rendered to
bless
us
you.
yesterday. All right, I'll be sending the money to him, but the man is not yet here. I'm expecting him 20,000 naira for holding umbrella to cover us at the stand. That's great. Thank you so much. God bless you. We move down to the Chima Femi. God has long abandoned Nigeria.
Yes,
Your disturbances.
I'm not agree with that one. God has never abandoned me. So far, I'm still in Nigeria. God has not abandoned Nigeria.
All right, we move down to Emmanuel. Emmanuel is saying, I thought subsidy was removed to reduce the burden of Nigerians, but now they want to add more problems to Nigerians by adding 5% tax. Yeah, we have it on the front page.
Yeah. No, they said they are not going to implement it. No. They are going to postpone
the difference.
There was okay. No, not now. Now you're in the future now.
All right, thank you so much for that. Let's quickly move down to Natasha's suspension. Natasha wants to resume, but the National Assembly is telling Natasha, no, you still have a pending case. You still have a court. You still have a case in the court. 6 months suspension. Yeah, I think it's 6 months.
It's about 6 months.
What's happening?
That's I mean, abuse of power to me. It is right to, I mean, if somebody doing something wrong, it is right to let him know that you are doing wrong. But when it's beyond that one, then it's become a witch hunting. And I don't know when Natasha will become a witch in this country. This one has become a witch hunting. What else do you want? I don't know what they want again. You have suspended the lady. You spend 6 months in suspension. I don't know, maybe they give her salary or but for that period, I mean, senatorial districts have been dark. Nothing will come from that axis. I think that one is enough. Even if you are fighting, it's not fighting to death now. Of course, you remember something that has happened in the past. I think it is the high time that the House of Assembly should welcome Natasha with a warm hand. Even if Natasha want to come with something contrary to that thing, I don't know what they want the gang up to do in that place. They want to turn that House of Assembly into the House of hooliganism. Honestly, they should welcome Natasha with warm hand. I mean, to let her know that it's not that we hate you, we just want to set something straight. With this thing they are doing now, it's now so that it's not that they are looking for good governance or they are looking for a way to restore orderliness in the House of Senate. It is originally witch hunting. They want to deal with her in a particular way, and I don't think it is welcome. If they want to deal with Natasha like that, how much do they want to deal with all these terrorists and bandits? What did Natasha do? I don't know what Natasha do that we deserve all this one. It's nonsense to me. It's not welcome.
Gentleman Mike, after suspending her for 6 months, she's meant to be reinstated. Why is the National Assembly refusing? Are they acting above the law or what?
They have become the law themselves. So, and when you are now the law, there is nothing anybody will say that will matter. So, just as FM has said, what else do you want? Having served the suspension, which a court of competent jurisdiction even fought, and we must put that on record, Michael, that a court actually faulted that duration of suspension. If you look at that judgment at that time, and yet the Senate turned the deaf ear, and she has the 6 months is almost completing now, and they have already indicated that she shouldn't resume yet because of the appeal, because of the suit that is in the appeal court and all of that. So the 1 billion question should be that what else do you want? What rights do you have to deprive a senator that was voted for by our constituents to be denied and deprived of representing our constituents. I think the entire world is watching us. The Senate President and his team must understand that the world is watching, and it will be on record. It will be in his accounts how he fared by the time he's no longer in power. You know, power is transient, and most of the time these guys forget so soon that indeed power will soon be gone, and will become Mr. Akpabio. Even if they see add the senator to your name, all the paraphernalia of office that you used to enjoy will no longer be there. You mentioned something that the Senate, generally, the entire National Assembly, not even peculiar to the Senate, something is fundamentally wrong about when even decent people get into that house. Even people that are not morally bankrupt get into that house. It's as if they remove something from their head. And the reason is not perfect, Michael. I have looked at that institution properly. There is this law that they use at the Senate. So they have their rules.
Yes.
That rules is almost becoming an occultic book. If you ask me, those set of rules that will make somebody that used to be very vocal, as soon as he gets in, he just turns to something else. And Oshiomhole, to set an example, got into that house, and in one of the proceedings, while he was trying to raise an issue, was trying to raise his displeasure concerning an issue, his attention was quickly drawn to their Senate rules. And by the time they read the entire rules to him, Oshiomhole had to apologize on the floor of the house. And he became silent since then. So you begin to wonder what is in those books, in that Senate rule, in this their book, that is almost turning to an occultic book, in my estimation, that is making people not to be able to express themselves properly, as it were. Ben Maurice Bush used to be very vocal before he became a senator, as at that time. As soon as he entered that place, I hardly hear the common sense mantra that he used to push before he became a senator. So, and you can have examples of people like that, that they use the house rule to more or less cage them from expressing themselves. And I think that is what is equally playing out in Natasha's case. That for the fact that you decide to challenge some things that you are not pleased with, you have become a demon. You have been sent to on 6 months suspension, and when even after the 6 months you cannot resume, and all of that. So it's most unfortunate that they play my.
Maka they have turned it to Maka Maro. When you enter that place, what your eyes will see, you may not be able to say it.
All right, to move down to GOA, you know exactly what a randy man Akpabio wants, which is small dash. All right, Udeze Chima, these actions against Natasha vindicate that what she accused Akpabio of is the truth. We have soft saying do research before you come. Okay, Emmanuel, Hyper Gen Z, don't take rubbish. You can't ban social media in the country that 80% are youths and expect peace. Yeah, that's on the protest that took place in that region. Udele Chima, please can you tell us the procedures you want Natasha to follow? Is responding to Safa Abiodun's comments in the comment section. Now let's quickly move down to page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Northern elders urge governors to negotiate with bandits. For how long shall we continue?
Let me tell you. When I'm standing here, that Nigeria needs to be, balkanized. Some people will think that I'm not loyal, or I'm not a good citizen of this country. Honestly, imagine that kind of a stupidity.
The governor raised an alarm just of recent. That should be last week now. Yeah, he said he knows the hideout of bandits.
Yes.
That what is stopping him from acting
Is because of the
instruction from Abuja.
And I said that this one automatically means that state needs to be empowered economically and security wise by creating state police. Look at them. Instead of them to be calling for creation of state police, they are calling for negotiation between the bandits. This thing is a self-inflicted injury, and I don't know how to cure that one. Yoruba will say, "Ẹni tó bá sùn lèèyàn máa ń jí, wọn kì í jí ẹni tó pirọrọ." You can only wake somebody that sleep, but somebody that is pretending, the more you are calling him, the more he's sleeping. He will not want to wake up. These people, they know themselves. Unfortunately, they are using their own stupidity to affect us here. They are the one that hold the insects in their hands. They are the one that will determine whether it's alive or it's dead. So that is a joker they will be using for any Nigeria president. Imagine negotiating with a bandit. How does it sound to them? How does it sound logically? How does that one work? Negotiating with them, so you will be paying them, let my people free ransom, and they will be using the same ransom. They are from another state.
You use the same ransom to operate.
They are from another state. That is what is happening, and that has been the stand of Sheikh Gumi for very long time. That's always been
He has been a mediator between bandits and federal government.
He has always been their advocate.
So what has been the result of his negotiation?
So it's like northern people, it's like they want them to be ruled by bandits, and that is why I'm saying, if it is, let everybody go and be ruled by bandits. Go to Afghanistan today. It is terrorist organization that is ruling in Afghanistan, and the world is not coming to an end. That is the truth of the matter. Go to Iraq. They come out publicly to romance with the a terrorist group around the world, and the world is not. So if they not want to be ruled by the bandits and the terrorists, Boko Haram, so be it. Let them be on their own.
How would you describe this thing? Are they encouraging banditry in the northern region?
Okay, for me, there's nothing wrong with negotiation. Even great countries do negotiate with
terrorists.
With terrorists, yes. As we speak, Israel is negotiating with Hamas at some point. So it's not new. What is important is that you are negotiating from the point of strength and not from the point of weakness. And I think that is the difference. You are negotiating, you are bringing terms that is more favorable to you because of the might that you are bringing to the table and all of that. So you, at some point, you must negotiate. That is the truth. There's nothing really wrong with negotiation, but not as a result of the fact that you are so despondent to the point that you don't even know what to do. You are negotiating out of your confusion that you are not capable enough to address the issue. That is when it becomes bad. So for me, if you are negotiating from the point of strength, but in this case, we must put it straight, Michael, these guys are not negotiating from the point of strength. It is clear that they are unable to subdue the bandits, and I think that is where it is dangerous. It is clear as we speak. We are told that some local governments are under the control of these guys. As at today's Nigeria, a certain local governments are in their full control and all of that. So if they are already taking control of some part of your country, then it shows that you are not really in charge of things. And because you are not in charge, you are negotiating from the point of weakness, which is for me very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that the negotiation is not because they have superior firepower, they have superior intelligence. It is because they don't know what else to do, which is most unfortunate.
I'm sorry, Mr. Michael. Let me tell you. Let me take it more far than negotiation from the point of weakness. Not only that one, from negotiation from the welcoming angle, they welcome them. That is why they have strength. That is the truth of the matter. These people, they like terrorists, they like bandits,
and they are complaining.
So that's what some of them. Some of them. when the leader, okay, who are the people that ask the governor to negotiate? Of course, they must be their leader. That is the truth of the matter. Who are the people that are asking them? Tell me, if say Gumi says something today, some northerners, they will listen to him. If everybody says something today, I know that majority of Fulani Muslim, they will listen to him. And these are the people that are romancing terrorists. They have sympathy, they have empathy, they welcome them. Go to Kwara State, go and look at what happened in Kwara State. It was the people of that community of that area that welcomed them. First of all, settle them in the name of Islam. Settle them, paparazzi them, give them food, water them until they grow wings. And they started asking. Yoruba will say that about the peka roko. That is the truth of the matter. That thing they are planting there, it has dominated, and they are going to face the consequences. That's why I'm saying, if you truly want to be controlled by terrorist organizations, hey, let's go now, go on your way, go and establish another. What is the name of this one that is ruling in Afghanistan? All these Kabul people, all these the terrorist organizations, go and be. Let's sort it out once and for all.
All right, thank you so much, gentleman Mike and Femi. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. Let's have Benjak. Let's have Benjak first to comment. Good morning to you, Benjak.
Good morning, Mr. Maka Zekule.
All right, so what do you have to say concerning what we are currently seeing on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper? Northern elders urge governors to negotiate with bandits. Are they trying to legitimize criminality or what?
Well, for me, I would say that it is late for them, because it's where these people are operating, and they're the one that brings them in. They're the ones, and they know what to do. Remember the time when former president of Nigeria, when he came in as the president of Nigeria, it took Goodluck Jonathan to go and negotiate with the group, the Niger Delta group. And he went there, please come out. But when Muhammad Buhari came in as the president of the nation, and I thought that Muhammad Buhari would settle that matter, would do what they did. He did not do it. And by then, it's power them, and all of them, they get wind to circulate in the southern, in the north, and with the emirs know about it, and they haven't said anything about it up to today. Some of the governors know about it, they haven't said anything about it today. Is it the local governments, the senators, they know about it, they haven't said anything today. It is now where they wake up, say that we know where they are. Let us have agreement with them, because they are searching some of those who are sponsoring them, and are taking them out of Nigeria. That's why they come and say we will fish them out. This is why. Do you know how many souls they have already taken away of the nation? A lot of people they have taken away, and when they can never come back again. And if they can do it, let them do it, so that the remaining ones can be remain. But the way I'm looking at it, there's something the Northerners elders see. That's why they say that they want to end it. What they see now, have they not seen since? Say from the Buhari regime, late Buhari regime, they not see it. It is under Ahmed Tinubu, they see it, and they try to quench it. They're not in and out. So if they want to stop it, let them stop it.
Can the negotiation stop the challenge of insecurity we are having?
If they can move on it, that insecurity mostly in the north will stop, because they know in and out, and they know what and what to do, and that is what they try to do now, to stop that insecurity in the north. If they can do it, let them do it.
All right, let's move down to another story this morning. Fubara, lawmakers warming up to return to power. What do you have to say, sir?
Well, what I want to say there, what the SCT minister Lawmaker wanted, we have already got it. Why they did not allow Fubara to take on the local government? And they have already used, let me just call it, interim governor to use set the local government, and they have already do it, and APC won, and everything, whatever they need in that river state, they have already get it against 2027. But meanwhile, if Fubara come in, I don't know whether to stay silent because I don't know his mind. He know himself. But I don't think that the problem that will still come out against between me and the new king.
Will he still be free to govern the state as an elected governor of that state?
He will not be so free like that because all the angle of his government, UK and others have already caged it.
They've captured it.
They have captured it. No, have you read that they allow him to take that local government? I don't think that the APC will take over the state. Now APC have already covered everything. What will he say? So unless he will be there to do his own strength, to do his own. So if the people that voted him want him, that is why I know say things can turn around.
All right, thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you. God bless you.
Therefore, Evangelist, good morning to you, President. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning, Mike, and good morning, our esteemed global audience. Good morning, Nigeria.
All right. Therefore,
Yeah, good morning, all our viewers all over the world. May God bless you all. Thank God this is a midweek edition.
Wednesday.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank God that we are alive to see today. And glory be to God. I remember my humble self, no other person than one and the only Biafran evangelist. Good morning.
All right, in the comment section, the viewers are saying good morning to you as well.
Good morning.
All right, suspension of Senator Natasha is what we are discussing this morning, and we have it that she's in a fresh drama. She's to return to the house, and the house is depriving Natasha from returning to seat. What do you have to say concerning this?
You see, first of all, all this melodrama and all these theatrics also goes to show that the people in the upper chamber, they are just there just to make a show of shame the more on the nation. The law is well explained as to when somebody is being given a suspension and the person has served the duration. Why are you now precluding him from engaging in core duties of representing his constituency? That's number one. And two, what they cited was that there is a pending case in the appeal court. But even though there is a pending case, can't she resume her duty first? Then the case can go on. Must you now use the case as a kind of a yardstick of the body from performing her legislative duties? To me, it's a no-no for me. I don't like that. It's too bizarre. It's far below par in terms of common sense reasoning to me.
Now, fresh drama of return to seat. Don't you think the house is acting above the law?
Exactly, that is the area I wanted to point out with regard to what our brother here is saying. They are standing on the awaiting case on the appeal. Is it appeal court or whatever? Appeal court. And I want to ask it as a question. Is it according to the law of the Senate or the law of Nigerian Constitution that if a senator serves a suspension because she has finished the service, her suspension now, and if she still have pending issues in the appeal court, that it should not resume? Is it according to the law? But if it's not according to the law of the country, neither according to the law of the Senate, I see no reason why they should be using that to play as a game, because she have humbly served the 6-month suspension given to her by the House. So, but if it's not according to the law, they should free her. Let her continue her service while she attend the duties required of her according to the law of the pending issues in the appeal court. But if they are using that, that means there is more to what we are seeing.
All right, Vincent, do you see this as a restoration of democracy or control of it? The River State crisis, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has stepped in. Fubara is to return to power as well as the lawmakers.
You see, at times you see the flame of fire of politicking in River State is yet to wind down, because we are going to witness episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yes,
Another
of that
fresh
drama, another fresh drama when Fubara returns. That will mean, you know, that Wike is going to face another stiff test, because I know the APC machinery. The APC machinery, they will cut Fubara to their side, and by then, all those absolute order being given by Wike to Fubara will now be curtailed. Then there will be two masters, one at the uppermost center, one at the middle. Then the one at the uppermost center is much more powerful than the one at the middle, and middle one is Wike. Tinubu is at the apex. Then we are going to witness another melodramatic scene as a result of his coming back to the throne. And by and large, if you look the entire scenario, you will see that to some extent, Fubara has been tagging along with the demands of the government of the day. But I know that the stakeholders in Rivers, the elders of thoughts, they also have their own plan when he returns. Then we are not going to see the end of all this feud so soon. We are going to see another part 2 of the entire soap opera that will play out.
Would you say Fubara has been finally captured by the Godfathers?
Of course, it's under siege now, because his fundamental right has been seriously violated. As he stands now, I see him as a puppet. I see him as
puppet of who? Abuja
now. Normal Abuja puppet. Abuja puppet. That is what Fubara is. You know, it's like when you have one baby. When your person will be, you know, those years that that is the way it is. And now Fubara is sitting, going back there, he will be moving like a robot. Anywhere they control him and go, that is where he will go. He doesn't have a say again.
Do you see him cross-carpeting to APC?
He's already an APC.
You see, if I'm to say one or two things about that, forget whatever semantic that may be used, whether it's PDP, is neck and leg deep in APC now, because those were those things that these are the reasons that was being put forward before he could have a kind of a British space.
His position as a elected governor.
No, that's it. He's neck deep in APC for now. Even though he has not come out to say so, but we know that he's being held at the jugular. And also, don't forget the 26 lawmakers of the House. And you know the majority, they are also paying their tribute to Wike as their godfather. And they also will hold him at the jugular. But he's now at the mercy of the man, the apex man. That is why he has nothing to do than to dance to the Abuja power
holders. Abuja power holders. You know, just like what I have told you, I've shared it a little bit here, that Nigeria have a partial independent, not full independent. That is exactly the situation, the condition of Fubara. You know, Nigeria, the neck, the chains on our neck, physical one was removed, but they still enslave Nigeria by what? Documents. They use documents to still control Nigeria, by Ibas to still control Nigeria, and that is the state of Fubara today. They are using documents to control Fubara.
All right, away from that, let's have this story about the northern elders urge governors to negotiate with bandits. That is spate of insecurity in the country. Why are northern elders trying to negotiate with terrorists? I don't want to say bandits, with terrorists. And even if they will be negotiating or even if they will be holding talks with them, don't you think they'll be using public funds to settle these terrorists? Is it their personal money they'll be using?
Of course not. There is no way. You know, one of the speakers said one time that even Israel negotiates with terrorists. I disagree.
Because I know the negotiation they are talking about is money.
When you want
to settle them with money,
of course, and I ask them, they themselves
will give them amnesty.
Even with the amnesty comes with the condition. The bandits will give their own reason, their own condition. The condition is something that the government is looking at, not even by stopping this thing. Are you hearing me? Not by stopping the terrorism. They want to hear their condition and to meet their condition. Listen to me. Any government that negotiates with the terrorists in his or her state must be called a terrorist. Must be regarded as one. See, terrorist is non-negotiable in any country, in any nation that knows what they are doing. That is not a terrorist nation. Yes, what did I come bring into table? You terrorize, you give no rest, you give no peace. You take life, you disturb, you distract, you destroy the peace of the nation, the property, the thing of the society is terrorist, and you want to negotiate under what platform? Is it constitutional to negotiate with terrorists? No. Rather, I want to ask a question. Can America negotiate with terrorists? Why is it that America makes sure that they look for Osama bin Laden to the point that they make sure that they ended him? What makes America to move a troop, I think in 2004, a troop to fight Afghanistan? Why is it that Israel move a motion, and even as of today, as we speak now, do you know that in Qatar, I don't know, in Qatar, this other yesterday, they bombed Qatar, and the place, the area they bombed, the capital, and that was the part of the residence of this Hamas. Then if terrorist is something that a nation should welcome, I don't think that kind of a thing should be happening all over the world. Even in Gaza. Yes, when they come to Gaza, Gaza per se, as we are saying, is not Israel nation country. They are like, okay, this thing, we don't want it. Don't carry it. And moreover, before they attack Gaza, the terrorists, all those Hamas, are the ones that first attack Israel. You see why they declare war? Know that in their own country, as an Israel nation, Israeli nation, no terrorists. I'm not saying that all those squad people are not in Israel. They are there, but they are not active.
If that is the only solution to what we are talking about.
Yes, now let's.
Don't you think it should be adopted?
Adopted to be using our money, taxpayers' money, to pay terrorists.
If that is the only solution we have.
The only solution we have. That means the government has failed.
That can restore peace.
That means government has failed woefully. That means government is not capable of protecting life and property. Government is not capable of securing. That means they are not what to be called government.
You see, Mike, if I may make some little contribution to this subject under this course, I will say that this is not the first time the state actors they have been engaging these terrorists. I think you are not in another country, but you've been in Nigeria. Even government before this one that we are currently in, once had a situation whereby they say repentant Boko Haram. And what is Boko Haram? Boko Haram, they are terrorist organization. We have other ones. When they are caught, they will say repentance. What are those trite elementary demands being made of them to see that they have now shown some form of a remorse in the operation? Nothing has been gotten up to the now. And when you now check the entire thing, now terrorism now is one of the most lucrative business in Nigeria. People use terrorism in form of cutting so much money to themselves. That is why you see that a Canadian court labeled PDP and APC as terrorist organization. That word should not be wished away. It meant in every sense that Nigeria is under siege. And as long as we fail to do the needful in trying to rejig our security architecture, we will continue to have all these occurrences on a daily basis.
Because after negotiation, now they will still rise up.
Because the government or the center failed to do the needful. And mark you, we are also heading towards the real political year where all these things will be factored in. Because when you kill your opponent, it's also an act of terrorism. When you maim your perceived opponent, it's act of terrorism. And these people use all these guys as their cannon fodder to perpetrate evil or their objective. That is why you see that the state called Nigeria is under siege of terrorism, and it's not going to end anytime soon, because our collective patrimony on a daily basis is being frittered away all on the altar of terrorism and what have you, and still we have not gotten it right. Today they will tell you that we are giving a marching order. Tomorrow we are on top of the game. Next tomorrow we have just bought Tucano jet, as if Tucano jet is the one. How much input has the government made in terms of training people, personnel that will meet the demands, the current demands or reality of the moment? But as long as we continue to continue to assume that pedestrian approach to security challenges confronting us as a nation, so long we continue to wallow in the dark.
All right, move down to the comment section. What is Williams Okamame saying? Mr. Vincent, the city stand is indeed going to be episode 2 between Wike versus Tinubu and APC stakeholders.
Yes.
All right, some politics. Move down to Modegbe Binova. What is he saying here? But Mr. Vincent, yourself know that our own law is not for the good of the country or the people. On to the next one. Dare says Fubara 2-time isn't possible, either PDP or APC. And goes on by saying the Wike, PDP and APC are together, period. Wike is in control of River State and says period again. All right, on to the next one. Andrew Kujimi, the African evangelist, is talking the truth. He's talking, okay? Says you're talking. Definitely, you're making sense. That's what he's saying. Ken, but you want a political solution to Kano's case. That is also negotiation.
You see, as much as you cannot give what you don't have, Kano's case to a common sense or rational thinking, today, as of the now, wrong country, because he is continuing incarceration or being held captive in that DSS gallows, wrong contrary to every reasonable reason. And I want to say one thing: the Nigerian government continue to play cheap on the lives of common masses. Why would they not play cheap with Nnamdi Kanu's case? Because it shows that our life doesn't matter to them. Why would Kanu's life to be matter to them? He was somebody that was illegally brought into the country without any treaty being signed with the Kenyan government. You brought him, you captured him into the country to come and face charges, Trump charges for crying out. And up to the now, the justices that were being, positioned to take over those cases never saw anything incriminating that Nnamdi Kanu did to warrant such a longer incarceration. Then, where there is no equity, can there ever be justice?
No.
Can there ever be justice? And justice and equity form the props of a democratic settings. And when ethos of democracy has not taken flight, how can you court justice in such a crime? That is what we are now being confronted with as of the now. And I beg to say that as long that the reasonable people in the corridors of power cannot be able to call the so-called people that are wielding the power sticks to order, we will continue to wallow in the dark.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you for joining me. Suma,
Yeah, good morning.
how have you been?
I'm fine. Even though they sent malaria to me, I was able to overcome it. People like this man here.
All right, Oyeze, with what is written here on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune that northern elders are urging governors to negotiate with bandits. Don't you think that the northerners are trying to encourage banditry?
Mike, that is the correct thing to say.
Or would you say they are trying to protect their
No,
community?
no. That is the correct thing to say.
They are empowering.
That is the correct thing to say. They are financing. When you talk about negotiation in this regard, you are talking about another angle of open financing of jihadists and extremism conquest in Nigeria. What is? Look at it. It tells you they have gotten to that stage now. They can come out boldly, and the Boko Haram or the agenda or the jihadists will not tell them that no, these are not go area, this and that, and they say it's part of the negotiation. Then they are definitely going to use the money to actually fund them, and thereby, advancing. But let me tell you, I told you that there's a political conference already taking place in the south. All these parties that a foreign nation labeled terrorist organization. No, I'm not joking here. I know what I've been talking. That has been my stand. I've been issue. What is happening in River State is part of what we are talking about. Imo State is being destroyed today since APC came in. Everywhere. So look at the way you see them pretending APC, PDP and all that. Just know that go and mark it. The government cannot be able to stop. We were here. Many people were saying Muhammadu Buhari, Attorney General, will be general of the commanding army. He fought many wars. Another Boko Haram will be a child's play. Mike, after 8 funny years, he empowered Mighty Allah with how many billions? Over 50 billion. It happened in our presence. All they say they are negotiating. No, they want physical feasibility of the conquest now. This is not politics. They want to legitimize.
And you don't see it as a move that will stop
Wait,
the northern region.
let me tell you, unless you don't understand how conquest work. And when you see those handwriting on the a lot of people might not believe me, but I'm telling you that I'm in the same page with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu till tomorrow. I've never voted any of these people in my life because I do not believe in their ideology. If it was me, I said now that PDP and APC are terrorist organization, nobody will believe me in Nigeria. There's no how. But look at the research, the information, the years of documentary that everything was gathered, and the forensic report, and it showed clearly they were sponsoring conquest in Nigeria. But go and listen to international news about what they are talking about Nigeria. Listen to European Parliament. Listen to first class political analysts. Listen to researchers, institutes.
After they have stolen our artifacts, stolen every of our things, after they
Look at what they are talking about. Nigeria. And I keep on asking, how come that the British government themselves actually finance an Islamic state against a Christian state? And Britain is a Christian nation. But let us paint this picture because, well, I cannot swallow this kind of propaganda because I know actually there's no governor, there's no Hausa governor in the entire north, there's no Hausa emir, Oba, king, whatever it is, in the entire north. There is no councillor, there's nothing at all. You can't see an Hausa man there. And I'm still telling you that what happens to the owners of the land is unfortunate because they have finally infiltrated the south through political parties. What negotiation are they going to do? Have they not been negotiating before? What is the position of Sheikh Gumi?
The mediator.
What are they mediating? Has he not on several occasions led these people to government table and the office? Are you not seeing the revelation of the Southwest State governor? That even when they are being arrested, forces will come from above. It was only America that came in the midnight and rescued their own citizens. They are part of it, and that is why we are saying since the Southerners cannot take arms to the north, and the north is a very simple thing, and the north are bringing arms, killing people in the south. But what else do you need to know about the reality on ground? Have you ever heard that a Southerner take arms to the north, in the entire villages in the north, and it's re-recorded? Then why is the north bringing arms to the south? I don't know what I'm saying is reasonable at all. This thing has been there for decades now. That's how it happens. It comes gradually in different dimensions. They apply different tactics. Now, I think they have completed a certain phase. Now they want to say, okay, you can now actually come in. As if they don't know they are the ones that brought them in, that drafted them in, using the removal of Jonathan as an excuse. The Southwest also was involved in this agenda. And now that we have a certain president that is supposed to show some level of resistance, if it get, I keep on saying it, I pray it happens, that I don't think what I'm seeing is to push this man to a level that he cannot be able to establish some certain things he wants to do. Tinubu should go ahead and call the international community and break the country. I mean, the same line with what Femi has always said. I do not see what Nigeria want to offer a Yoruba man that Yoruba man cannot give himself. I do not see what they want to offer a middle belt or Eastern Nigeria that they cannot offer themselves. Then the certain political leaders, are here, governors, cultural organizations, you know, are sitting down and they are watching arms go from the north, and people in the south are being killed. And they do what do they do? They keep short. But look at what happened in Benin. I don't want to mention them. Now they have devised another means to use truck as a suicide mission. I don't want to mention names. If you have opportunity to meet these imams who are extremists, and imagine the kind of lecture radicalism they brought within the religious circle, Mike, you will marvel. Mike, I tell you, you will marvel. Look at the revelation. The whole world never knew that Qatar was financing Hamas. For years, they pretended. See what is happening. This negotiation, let them forget it. And I keep on telling you, it's one of the reasons that anyone, see, let Nigerians, or funny enough, wherever they are, wherever they come from, celebrate what the challenges Simoneba is making in Finland. It's okay. Macron too will fight it. It's good. Everybody that conspired against the reality of God, they must go down. Macron, after Macron, now the next person is Alexander Stone.
Richard, this morning.
I'm telling you. You don't know what happened. I should tell you. The kind of politics that was being played, what happened in Italy, where Macron and Alexander Stubb met, and who was behind it. And I keep on asking the reality. When has it become a crime? When has self-defense become a crime? Why would a certain President Bola Ahmed Tinubu go after Simoneba? And I keep on asking that question. Why must Nnamdi Kanu be kept in the dungeon? And these people are bringing arms from the north and are killing the southerners. And up till now, I've never seen anybody that has risen to say, if it is, who are those killing? Nobody has said it up to this moment. And you are telling me that the federal government is going to back a negotiation with northern governors and bandits. But it's an advancement that they have moved from a stage where they are previously to another phase.
All right, so when you say it's an advancement, and I'm asking you this question, is this not a sign of wisdom? I'm talking about negotiating with terrorists. It's not a sign of wisdom, or it's a weakness of the Nigerian state.
You know, all those boys, I would call them boys, because it is a boy that do not understand what life is all about, the importance of lives and property, good living, and so on. So there will come, I would say it is a welcome development.
That's
for a working president that want to work for a heads up organ of DS and Musa to know those to hold first. It's a good thing that they have come. That it's a good move. This is the first of the terrorists. So all those that come out to say that they are the first culprits, carry them.
So that's why I asked the question that
you understand?
It's a sign of wisdom
for the one that want to work. But in the same country, okay, is actually a silly kind of talk.
Yeah.
You want to negotiate with terrorists? It's only in Nigeria that is happening. Those that have killed the lives of people, cut short, destroy the nation, give us a bad name in foreign countries. Now you just come and negotiate. That should have said to you that what they don't finish the money, maybe international money. Now they want money within. Their father is already borrowing money now. More money very soon now, as Dilo said. They say we start borrowing money from OP and Huda, the way the president is doing now. I'll be very soon. We start on all this what they call it. I used to drop people like that. They start borrowing money from the Atlanta. What they call their names. It's actually uncalled for. When Buhari was there, that we started hearing repentance Boko Haram,
I know that it is finished for Nigerians, and none of Nigerian politicians that claim they want the best for the country stood up against that movement. Do you know how many millions of dollars that went down for their rehabilitation, taking them abroad to study? We did normal. They never send us go school. 3 days ago, now how many days you are saying 1.20 something billion naira allocated for cheap 200 Chibok. Chibok, are they complete? Did they complete 200? All those that are being rescued, are they up to 200? So where is that money going to? Maybe I finished school myself. I know how much I spend. Is it up to that? Actually, just money. They'll keep pumping money, favoring the northern people that are destroying the country without any good reasons. And those persons who have come out to say that negotiate with terrorists, they will say they leave them. They are not terrorists. Those that come for self-determination, they want to break out from the country because of injustice and what has been going on in the country. They are always quick to tag them as well. Terrorists, Namgan is a terrorist, this person is a terrorist, this group is a terrorist. Tell me one organization in which the president has come out to tag terrorists and come out to talk about. After all the killings going on in the country, our president still traveled on vacation 10 days.
Well, you said he doesn't have problem with that.
It's still part of it. That's all those petty things that because he has been disappointed in the performance of the president. We have freedom to believe what we think that is right. Freedom of speech. Because everyone will come out to actually say what they feel is wrong. As Trump as tough-headed as Trump is, 5 American citizens can be shut down or had an accident, and if you say you want to leave the country to go and do, if for even a business trip, it dare not. Or how silly some people can say it might be that the way he does these things. It's only in Nigeria there will be hundreds of loss of lives in the country. It will be as at that time, a day for that time, or a day after that time, your president or whatever government will say that they want to go and rest with our tax money in that country with a lot of entourage for 10 days when the country is on fire. So let us see what the government of the day will do to those elderly men and those northern leaders that feels that the country belongs to them and they can do whatever they like by saying they should go and negotiate. Okay, what will the governors do? Yeah, okay, boys, come. I don't want to be killing our people. Yeah, we give you this land. Okay, don't worry, we'll be giving you 5 billion every month. The money, okay, for what? What happens after negotiation? That means you are sitting on the ground. You are saying that terrorism is good. So let our boys in the south, let us to start our own then. Now, let the retired soldiers that have not been paid and let them come together. They already know they know the system already. Let them not see who will get tired. Let them to shut down and start destroying the southwest. Yeah, it's a country where by now we are now praising those who are killing now, funding them, sending them abroad. Where those who are vice citizens, you are being dragged day to day unlawfully in the street of Lagos.
All right, to the comment section, Andrew Gujimi says diaspora coming to Nigeria will be doing fasting and prayer because of terrorists, kidnappers, and Boko Haram. What a country! God bless. Disappointing.
Unfortunate.
All right, he says Mr. Chinedu, not 50 billion, 100 billion to terrorists and Nigeria.
Okay, thank you for correcting me.
Rubbish.
Thank you for correcting me, sir. I mentioned 50 billion, but it was actually 100 billion.
No negotiation with bandits, IPOB and Boko Haram. This is coming from Ant Nam. And he goes on here, saying that negotiating with people who are supposed to be sent into their graves, which means the government is not doing it.
Of course, no mercy now. There's no mercy for anyone that kills. You understand? Even religiously, those of you are Christians, Muslims, even morally, we did not support that. Nowhere in the Islamic religion, encourage killings of fellow humans. You should cherish them. So that aspect of saying they are Muslims, they are not Muslims. All those ones are what? Are terrorists.
They are killers.
They are killers. You understand? They are killers. Are what? Shoot on sight. No mercy. When Buhari was saying leave that mercy, what was the Buhari then? What was he doing? Does it not show that there is boys? Because you are the head of ship, and when the president that did not know about security and what the danger of it. Even a layman know the danger. what is there anything that I don't repent, I don't share, I don't born again?
All right, away from that, Fubara is coming back soon. What do you have to say? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has stepped into the matter.
Mike, you know that
Has stepped into the matter.
I've always been pro Fubara because I know what transpired in Rivers State.
What transpired?
And up to today, I'm still pro Fubara.
Pro Fubara.
Mike, I think if you look at what happened clearly, you know, it shows that Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to plant APC there. Of course, you know what I mean by planting APC now.
Planting APC, yes, sir. The local government election, the last one, was one.
None of the Fubara, none of the I'm telling you now. That a local government election, if you look at it very well, it is illegal.
Illegal.
Very much illegal. Yeah, but because we have a corrupt system, you know, when you go, they'll tell you to go to court. They've already done ambush for you in the court already. You do not conduct an election under a military administrator. You don't.
Of course, you know why the minister. I mean,
no, bro. Let me tell you. There should. Let me tell you. What is it doing there? It's not supposed to be there in the first place.
There was political unrest.
No, bros, there was no political unrest.
Before the president.
You see, if you look at it now, I told you that everything is playing now. All the stakeholders in Rivers State, nobody is saying anything, and it means that danger is looming.
What danger?
The danger I'm talking about, that the local government election is illegal. 2, the conditions of imposing APC. Okay, listen to me. This is absolute illegality.
You said it's illegal, but Fubara is not complaining.
Bro, let me tell you. Are you not aware that Fubara agreed to an extent with the federal government? And what is the agreement? That Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Lawmaker sat together and agreed either by omission or commission. And remember, Bola was properly advised.
Why didn't he disagree?
No, but you do not need to disagree because he has his own personal plan, which you may not know. Fubara is not standing alone.
With the lawmakers that have taken over the house.
But that is what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. My brother,
you are still on it as he has planned.
I am telling you now that
okay. Even if I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, are you not aware that after many years of signing agreement at Aburi, yesterday a prominent political figure in the north called for confederation? No, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, he does not believe in Nigeria anymore. When I said if you cut down a tree now, it will take some time before it becomes the leaf begin to wither. It might look cool in the surface, but beneath, danger day. I listened to Asari Dokubo yesterday. Did you listen to Asari Dokubo yesterday? When he was invited to one of the, I don't want to mention them. Yes. All Fubara loyalists and PDP members in that state never participated in that local government election. And you do not conduct an election under a junta, a military junta, in a democratic circle. It is impunity. It is out of recklessness. And while you are trying even to do this, you do not hide. It became very obvious that the entire democratic process in Rivers State is under oppression. Let Fubara come in. She may not be to win 2027 and take the resources of River State and pocket it, you know. The cost is clear. Let them go and the whole thing will come to the surface in just no time.
All right, Felix, can we have you? You're talking
by this morning.
You're talking on Fubara's issue, River State crisis. Before we go,
Well,
a few minutes.
Well, Fubara has actually learned from a very hard way. He learned from a very hard way. He did not abide to the godfatherism system they practice in Port Harcourt. I would say now he has to take his territory and deal with everything decisively. If I were in Fubara's shoe, I will resume and I will resign.
Resume and
I resign and leave honorably.
Why
Because
would you
the
resume
system,
and resign?
very simple, because the system is actually polluted. So that you have rest and peace of mind, it will destabilize their plans. That's what I'm saying. If I'm Fubara, I will resume. The next day, I will tender my resignation letter that I am not interested, so that we can have rest of mind with what Wike and the co and Jagaban has planned. They are going to mexterize him. They are going to destabilize him because this man, what is his name, Uba, that came actually disorganized everything. Where in the world can you see someone that has come to for this interim conduct an election is the one and these are Tinubu these are the people that we are condemning Jonathan and every other thing, and they are running democracy, and our judiciary is a mess, total mess. Look at Assad. The man filed a petition. They shifted it till when they know that the extension would have been over. It's a slap on democracy. And why I'm saying this is that means to say that we are not practicing democracy, we are practicing selection. The people at the top choose whoever they want to rule. Whatever way they want to do, they are less concerned. But we must change the narrative. That's why I still say that our electoral reform must be reformed. That's my own humble take. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Suma, thank you so much for your application. Your take on River State.
God bless you. Good morning.
Crisis.
You see, just like what this my gentleman have just said now, because he's supposed to resume and resign. I buy that language because their plan would be in shame, would be in distress. Because you see, the first side is the issue of Nigeria, the Jagaba method. Jagaba is planning many things, but if care is not taken, Nigeria will go away. Nigeria will go away. 2027 they will go away. Don't you see what is happening? Say, Natasha Mata is one side. Now governor is northern side. Say, the leaders say negotiate with bandits. That will say negotiate with the mafians. Now imagine when mafia now rule over you. See, I saw them last time. They dress like a Taliban. You know what Taliban? Taliban warlord. Those kidnappers, they dress like Taliban, and the governor representative were there. They were negotiating. I said, why? Where would this see happening? Are we acting film? Are we watching Rambo 1 or Rambo 2? In the reality life, you see, when Nigeria lost their glory, the glory is gone. And it's gone under Jagaba. Jagaba failed. Jagaba, you are all marching man, the lion of body law, and everybody respected you, but you failed the reality test. Your tenure will not see some documentary of particles of unnecessity. Unnecessity in your eyes, in your department as a president. See Nigeria, everybody just live on its own. Everyone survive on its own. Why? And you are a president now, you don't go vacation. Do you know you love vacation? Vacation is after you have worked, you not go and relax, and the people who say the situation is accommodative, but nowhere to be found here. The president, you see, Jonathan and I said, say the rejected stone became the chief cornerstone. See, the Bible is a Bible. You see, he said, heaven and earth to pass away, a dot in my watch shall never pass away. It must come to pass. Nigeria must go to pass. God is here. See that Jonathan now, they come back. No. Jagaba go jackpot. Jagaba, he go jackpot because Jonathan, he go see paper every day. He near. He said the rejected stone. They rejected him. The Jagaba and co. But what is happening? What is happening now? The whole Nigeria now is against him. And they are looking forward to that name. And the government of Jagaba is trying to bring law that will connect Jonathan to come and protest. They are trying to bring law. And Nigeria will voice out. Nigeria will voice out. He said, one day, remember, if you don't act your own, one day, of course, you must die. And you must die. If you don't act your own and it dies, if you don't, the whole world recognize that today. Because the big principle, the big ideology, the real people are here to know what is happening. See what is happening now. You say you be lying about the law, you pocket the ghost since 1990 now. Can you pocket the year? No. You say, a miracle. What have you done? Zero. Compare zero. You arrive for that court. You don't carry army call Fubara. Okay, one day Fubara be tata now. You want to carry ball be tata? Is that how to rule? It's not how to rule. You fail wrongfully. Reality speaking, the president, he document, he has it everywhere all Nigeria. He don't get past. Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, you stand, let their peace reign, let justice prevail, and justice will prevail. But because of your backyard management, you are all foster. The president is a forerunner. See, I'm telling you the truth, because you can't carry Nigeria along in the wrong way. 240 millions of Nigeria in agile poverty, insecurity every day. Now the governor is not begging for bandits, and you are a president. What happened? Where is the millions of dollars that you budgeted in the military to safeguard Nigeria? Now we have failed. The governor sitting down with the mafia say, okay, sorry, don't keep my help anymore. Is it possible? It's a negative statement because the government failed. It's a fail, they fail. They still licking you from brutality. We are the victim. We face the victim, we are the victim. They kill us every day because why? They run us there. They don't do things right. And things must be right. And Nigeria will wake up. It's a bad society. Because they are bad society. It's a prince of no nation. The president and the president. If they know Egbekegbe, they will know the language was what Nigeria is facing. Nigeria is facing hardship. More than hardship under even Buhari. And you are a brother man, you have slaves. We all know say, I like him before. But now, if Abiola will say that you be in power. Abiola should be president. No matter his situation, Nigeria no be like this. But why? Okay, not another border is open for mafia to enter. Our whole border here is locked. No food, nothing. See, the president, his days are number. I'm telling you the reality because nobody's happy with the system. Okay, now, boy, they want to put 5% a day. They will run. See, Nigeria is tired of, we don't tired to carry any more of their shit. We are tired of them. APC, you can't want to call it. Okay, now, when you were opposition, if you're president, it's not time you say you go call the president. Now you're a president, you want to slaughter everybody to come under your Jagaba bucket. Is a zero. Nigeria is Nigeria, and Nigeria must be Nigeria, and Nigeria must live accordingly to the will of God. Right. You can't disturb our living because the president and his gang fail woefully. They fail woefully. Right. Everybody know.
All right, thank you so much. Good morning, sir.
Oh, morning, my brother.
I'm about to end the program, but let's just have a few minutes.
Okay.
With you, we are discussing banditry, terrorism in the country. You saw what you listened to him while he was speaking about the state of the nation, especially the security state. Should governors dialogue with killers while victims get no justice in the country? This is a move by the northern elders telling the governors or urging them to please negotiate with bandits. Is it possible? Does it make any sense in the same country?
Thank you very much. Banditry is a gang of people that is going against the will of the people. And mind you, I listened to the last speaker when he was talking. He was saying that he was talking about Tinubu government, he was talking about bandits, he was talking about terrorism. But let's recall, during Jonathan regime, banditry has been in existence before the emergence of this present government. Let me give you an instance. During Jonathan regime, Jonathan gave amnesty to the terrorists. He negotiated with them, whereby he said any one of them that want to renege the operation, and he sponsored them, most of them to abroad for rehabilitation. Therefore, the system we are talking about, negotiation with the banditry, having he gave the amnesty, it was not started. Well, I mean, under
not start today.
Not start today. It's not under the Tinubu's regime. Jonathan did it. He gave amnesty to the Niger Delta. No, I'm not. I doesn't interject you when you are talking. Please, you don't interject. Excuse me. I have some divergent opinion when you are talking. But I kept you. Be mature. Be mature when you are talking. You spoken. That is the problem with most of our brothers across Nigeria. You have to be mature in whatever you are doing. When you are speaking, I have a lot of divergent opinion, but I did not interject your discussion. I have my own opinion. I have my own view. Therefore, negotiating with terrorists it's not a new thing in Nigeria. They were terrorists. They have their own agitation. They have the reason why they mean what they were fighting for. And the government called them, okay, come let us dialogue. How are we going to resolve this issue? You come to round table. Judge is better than war. Okay, she said, put down your ceasefire, put down your all this thing you are doing. Let's come to a round table and dialogue. And if those of them who are ready to ceasefire, they give them amnesty, they can rehabilitate them and give them put them back into a normal life. It's not a new thing. Therefore, negotiating with terrorists of banditry has been in existence right from the outset.
It's not a new thing.
It's not a new thing. Now go to the eastern part of the country. Presently, there is insecurity in the eastern part of the country. When the IPOP were mooting the ideology. Monday, you shouldn't go to market on Monday. It's not about banditry. It's not terrorism. It's not terrorism. It's not those things. Everybody has gotten one or two things that is battling his mind that he doesn't like, that he wants to write. That's just it. You cannot be castigating the government of Bola Tinubu for the fact that banditry are existing. Because banditry started under Bola Tinubu regime. No, it has been there right from time immemorial. It has been there right from time immemorial. He was talking about Jonathan that they rejected him. They do that. Nobody rejected Jonathan.
Aren't you disappointed in the way President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is handling insecurity?
Well, my opinion, I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed in the sense that
with the daily killings of Nigerians, about 63 persons killed in Borno State a few days ago. Remember the Benue massacre, over 200 persons. Plateau is there, Zamfara is there, and different parts of the country.
Yes.
So aren't you disappointed?
Yes,
that's
what I'm saying.
Every day marching order, giving marching orders to security.
Hello. Let's try to estray Jonathan regime. The those that were abducted. What is it called? About Chibok girls.
Chibok girls, yeah.
Does the Chibok girls abdications carried out under Bola Tinubu regime? No. It was under Jonathan regime. And aside from people get abduction, a lot of insecurity, a lot of
that doesn't remove the fact that insecurity is not going on, kidnapping is not going on under the watch of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
That is the problem. It's not easy. What has been started, you cannot stop it in a day. It must be. We call it systemic. It is systemic because they have been there. They have been doing it, They have mastered, what they are doing. Therefore, it has to be systemic. You have to study the situation. This is the second year of Bola Tinubu in office. Therefore, with the divergent opinion of Nigeria, with the ethnicity barrier, all the nepotism that is going on, every tribe has gotten the peculiar way of living. They have gotten their particular way of living. Okay, now we talk about terrorism, banditry, whatever. We call it Boko Haram. What is Boko Haram? Boko Haram, Boko in English is what is bad. Boko is Western education. Haram is what is bad. That is to say, Western education is bad. They don't want it. That was what the Nationals are agitating for. The terrorists who are in the northern part of the country, they say Western education is bad. That was what they were agitating for. You understand? The Easterners now, they said they are looking for, they are agitating for IPOP. And today, in this part of the country, there is insecurity. And the government against government, what do you call that? When some group of people spring up and said, okay, we want to be on our own, and the government that is in that state should be removed. Okay, without removing him, let us go by the way of terrorism, gangsterism, all sorts of riots. Is that not terrorism? It's existing. It's only in the western part of the country that we have a kind of a level playing ground where everything is going on smoothly. In this part, there is problem there. In the northern part of the country, there is problem there. It's only in the western part of the country that we have. Therefore, the government, the administration of Bola Tinubu, if we want to be sincere with ourselves, no man is inviolable. No man is perfect. And governance is more than, it is more than a domestic affair. It's more than your wife and your children. It's more than that. There are a lot of organs that you need to battle. The existing problem that has been there before the emergence of Bola Tinubu is still what is still continuing. That was what Bola Tinubu is trying to resolve presently. We are talking of hardship. Is there no hardship in during the latter period? Is there no hardship during the Babangida regime period? Is there no hardship during the Shagari period? Is it not during Shagari period that we have austerity measure? Though there are some people who are not yet of age by then, but there was austerity. When we talk about austerity measure, there was some by obey austerity measure. Yes, happened under Shagari regime. And that is the government for you. You will, it's a continuum. Everybody, you will be there, and you do your best and leave the rest. As far as I'm concerned with this administration, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with all sincerity, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing his best to ensure that there is stability. There is, the country is going the way it should go. It is not a military government. It is the military that use decree. Civilian government they use constitution, and we are using bicameral system of government, whereby before you carry out any law, it has to go through the Senate, through the House of Reps before it can be enacted. And the judiciary need to scrutinize it. After scrutinizing, it comes back to the presidency.
All right, because of our time, we need to go. It's already drizzling.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution. All right, viewers all over the world, thank you for joining us this morning. We'll be back here tomorrow again. If you are watching for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. And before I go, hello, please come over, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning, my viewers. I thank everybody this morning. My name is Nakachukwuweke. I wish everybody of you good that is hearing us wherever you're there. So I use this opportunity to say thank you, Mrs. Tina. I never hear about you since all those days. May God bless you, bless your family, and bless everybody, every one of you, wherever on earth. Thank God.
So you are going. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done with them.
You are done with them?
Yes. I want to just give the blessing of God.
Blessing of God. You have another blessing this morning.
I don't
say you are done with it. Can I take your money?
No, you and yourself.
All right, Mr. Andrew Bungimi in the United Kingdom. has blessed you with a sum of 20,000 naira for holding an umbrella yesterday.
Mazi Andrew Ogujumi, Mazi, I say thank you for where you dey to remember somebody like me. The government of Tinubu, e change my life. E come put me into level wey be say I never experienced am before. As a driver, me now, people wey dey buy motor before wey I dey drive, they no fit buy the motor because the high cost of the motor. Dem go dey promise. Because money no come dey. If you want to help you now, e come dey hard. But it's go dey hard for every one of them. To carry a cloth that say you wan go press for tailor, e no dey possible again. For somebody to help you now, e go dey very hard. Because it's very hard. As why Tinubu is my friend, you, and I love him as a person, but you no do well. He's not doing well at all. I never talk against person, and I'm not talking against him, but the government e no good at all. So make God help us. We dey pray for 2027. Make Asuwaju abeg go sit down, rest, chop your money, let another person enter. God go help us. So I wish every one of you good. Abeg.
All right, thank you so much. So you get your 10,000 naira after the program. Lawrence, good morning to you. All right, they've urged the northern governors to negotiate with bandits. Is that right in a sane society?
See, the problem I have for this country, Nigeria, that they will leave what they're supposed to do, they start to negotiate shadow. How a sitting government, the security you have in Nigeria, you have police, you have a military, you have everything called security in Nigeria. Yeah. How Nigeria, giant of Africa, the black race population in the world, Nigeria is negotiating with bandits. It's just, it's a disgrace for Nigeria. And it's disgrace for number one, Mr. President Ahmed Tinubu Asuwaju, the number one jagaba in Africa. I myself, Lawrence, I'm not Tinubu fans, but all the whole Nigeria, they're very disappointed for Mr. Ahmed Tinubu for come to security. It's fair woefully. Even though the president will say as a woman in Nigeria, he did well. Jonathan, when did Jonathan use Ejirika as chief of army staff? You see what happened? The notes come out and said that Ejirika is overdue. Because when you have somebody like a man that when you are saying something, he didn't listen for you. He believe whatever you want to do, you will do it. Why not is pressing Ahmed Tinubu down for insecurity? Look at Lagos State here. Stand here in the morning, you will see 20 cow, 1,000 people inside one trailer. Over here, College Road, Abattoir, K2, Alapere, Agege here, Peslima. To show you that those Fulanis have more superior for insecurity more than Ahmed Tinubu. A man that you remember when Ahmed Tinubu is the governor of Lagos State. The sitting president Obasanjo know that there's a governor in Lagos State. The clause of when he become the president of Nigeria have more initiative, more wisdom, and more people can back you. Why Ahmed Tinubu regime that the citizens supposed to govern, control is dying like rat. It's not chicken again because when chicken die, we will slaughter and eat chicken now. That's in Lagos, not in Lagos State here. You see rat, you can't eat rat. You see rat is dying. Human being is dying more than rat in Nigeria. Why? Okay, look at how many bandits kill almost five military. Which day?
In Delta, they kidnap a military man. It's not ordinary military man, high-ranking military man. But God saved him. He did what? They rescued him. If that rescue is just ordinary rescue, they pay ransom. If they cannot come outside and tell us they pay ransom. Now, what is the hope of common person in Nigeria here? Like me and you. There are some places you go now, you, Mr. Mike, as you look fresh now, they will think that a lot of things inside the bank, they'll kidnap you in this Nigeria. You cannot go free. Let's be reality. Yeah, Mr. President. That is the reason why I said that if Chicken come outside to be president in 2027, he can beat Ahmed Tinubu. If you do free and fair election in Nigeria, yeah. Because Ahmed Tinubu, the first primary, Ahmed Tinubu supposed to do, he failed woefully. Okay, within this 1 year that remain, 1 year and some months that remain, if Ahmed Tinubu can make amend, mostly security, come to food, come to electricity, come to tax, okay, nobody in Nigeria can beat Ahmed Tinubu. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence. I really appreciate it. We need to go. We'll be back here tomorrow. I love you all.